Hey guys, welcome to another recap of So You Think You Could Dance. We're getting down to the finale here. There's only 3 more weeks left, including this week. So, it was the top 8, and they started off the episode with the group dance to Run Boy Run. It was, I think it was a contemporary. I didn't catch the name of the choreographer. If you know who it is, please put it in the comments. It was really interesting. I mean, it was kind of dark, and I really prefer dark dances because I just get so much more out of them, so much more emotion usually. Alright, so the guest judge this week, besides Nigel and Mary, was Jesse Tyler Ferguson. Love him. Alright, each performer is going to perform twice, once with a partner and once in a solo. So let's talk about Tiffany first. Her solo was great. I call it leg up. She really is a very talented dancer, and I enjoy watching her a lot. For her partner number, it was with A Day, and it was contemporary by Mandy Moore. And A Day has always been one of my favorite dancers from the show in general, and he is just so strong. He makes a fantastic partner because he has the ability to do lots of lifts, and this routine was no different. I mean, it had a lot of lifts, and he's just so strong that it made it look effortless, and she looked like she was flying. I mean, it was lift after lift after lift. It was just beautiful. She was like a little angel. So I really enjoyed that. Whitney up next. Her solo, I didn't really like it so much. I don't know if it's just because ballroom is so hard to showcase, or she just really didn't put too much into it. Her partner this week was, I was going to say Titch. It's Twitch. And they did an East Coast hip-hop. And it was a Canadian choreographer, Luther Brown. And I really like this. She matched him step for step. And I mean, Twitch is like at the top of his game. So to be able to keep up with him is pretty amazing. It was hard, it was soft, it was fast, it was slow, it was cool, and it was 100% hot. And Homer and Gaston agree with me. It was really good. Everything about it, I just loved it. Alright, Will up next. His solo, it was okay. I mean, he is extremely tall. He's like 1,000 feet tall, and when you're that tall, it's hard to move like a short person because your limbs are just longer. And I mean, it's basic physics. It's more difficult, but he does it so well. His partner this week was Lauren, and they did a hip hop by Christopher Scott. And I thought it was good, but it was forgettable for me. I don't know. They did not really partner each other, but yet they did. It was kind of weird. It was like a catch-22. They were dancing to, you know, she was his alter ego or his inside voice, and I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of this routine. Alright, Cole and Allison. Well, let's say Cole. The solo he did was total kung fu breakdance fighting. I mean, that's his style. Kung fu breakdance fighting. It was really good for that style. And his partner this week was Allison. Like I let it out of the bag just a minute ago. They did a Sonia. I think it was a contemporary. I'm not sure. It was fantastically dark and evil. And I have to say, I loved it. He, to me, is like the architect of dance. His style is very precise and controlled. And this type of a dance really suits him and his style really well. So, of course, he excelled at it, and he's a fantastic actor. So he really got into the part, which made it amazing. Lindsay, her solo, again, it's really hard to showcase ballroom. I think her solo was a little bit better than Whitney's, the other ballroom girl. But still, really hard to showcase ballroom. Her partner was Alex, and she was lucky enough to get Sonia as a choreographer for a jazz routine. I thought it was great. But I have to agree with Nigel that I didn't get the chemistry on this one. you know, they danced it really well, but the whole chemistry between them was really on the lack. It was lacking. Eliana up next. Her solo, 2 words, just beautiful. I mean, I'm a huge fan of ballet, and she just made it look so pretty. Loved it. Her partner, Ryan. I didn't really like him when he was on the show as a contestant, but I have to say now that I've seen more of him in a professional arena, I really like him a lot more. They had Jonathan Roberts from So You Think You Could Dance fame. He did a quick step for them, and it was great. Usually on this show, when you get a quick step, or even on So You Think You Could Dance, it's the kiss of death. But they made it amazing. Her ballet training made the lifts look like artwork. It was just fantastic, and it looked like they were having the best time out there. So how could you not love that? Keon up next. I have to say, he's my favorite dancer on the show this season, so I'm just going to preface it with that. His solo was amazing. I didn't want it to end. He just makes it look amazing. I don't know. He's just great. His partner was Anya, right? Luck out. Argentine tango with Miriam and Leonardo choreographing. Beautifully done. But like I said, he's my favorite dancer, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. Closing out the show, let's talk about Cyrus. His solo was freaky, and by freaky, I mean freakalicious. I've never really seen anybody do that style before, so anytime I get to see it, it's pretty much awesome. His partner, Melanie, the winner from last season, lucky duck, right? He had a jazz routine by Mandy Moore, but I feel like they had to water down the choreography so much that it felt like kindergarten. Well, maybe first grade or second grade next to, you know, middle schoolers, high schoolers. So it was fun though. I mean, he had a lot of fun doing it, and they looked like they were having a good time, which really made it maybe better than it was. I don't know. I don't know. Who's in trouble this week? Well, for next week, I pretty much enjoyed all of the routines. I have a feeling that Tiffany may be going next week, and possibly Cole. Just, you know, not so much based on dance, but based on popularity. So let's talk about who went home. The bottom 2 girls this week were the 2 ballroom girls, Lindsay and Whitney, and Lindsay got cut. The bottom 2 guys were Will and Cole, and Will got cut. So you do the math. Next week's popularity contest, because the judges don't have any more power here. Be gone. It's all up to the audience next week and the week after for the finale. So looks like it may be Whitney and Cole, but we'll have to tune in to find out and see what goes down. But don't forget to vote, because if you don't vote, no one's going to know what you think. So until next week, much love.